Hello everyone, my name is Sushma Singh. I'm an author, transformation life coach, and founder of Dream Design Your Life, the best place for your personal and professional growth. Welcome to yet another episode of Breaking Out of Your Shell. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you have been giving to this channel, and it really means a lot. So keep doing that. And for people who are new here, this channel is all about inspiring stories. So without further ado, let's just straight dive into the session because I'm sure you're going to learn a lot and you're going to get a lot from this session. So let me welcome the guest that I have with me today. So welcome Tushar, how are you? And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me on your show, Sushma. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So for people, I'll just read her bio so that you know her better. So Tushar, she is co-founder and MD at English Street. She is English language trainer, a certified coach, author of the book Cut the Crap. She is also member of Punjab State Member of Life Skill Council, Women India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and in Women Empowerment Cell, Bharat Niti. So we are going to learn from her what it is all about. Right now, it seems like I don't know what it is. Okay, she is a mother of two lovely kids and wife to a lovely companion. She's a person who is kicking alive in the one who take the best out of every opportunity and adversity. So you can see from her bio itself what a kind of person she is. So let's just straight dive into the session. So welcome Tushar again. And
Thank you once again.
yeah. So Tushar, first of all, I would like to know what is this wiki all about? Because I'm sure most of the people who are here would be like me, like they are not aware of what it is all about. So just take us through that.
Yeah, this wiki is Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and it is premier business chamber of women. It works for empowering women all across the globe, and it is supported by She Economy, All Indian League, All Ladies League, and Women Economic Forum. And I have been honored and privileged to be a member of Wiki, and it works on enhancing the life skills of women. Basically, this is for a women empowerment platform, so which gives women entrepreneurs and leaders an opportunity to grow and work together and open the many opportunities and the doors available across the globe.
Okay. So Tushar, can you just take us through like how does it actually work? How does it actually empower women?
It's a huge network of like women all across the globe, and it works on enhancing the life skills. So through our seminars and workshops in rural areas and urban areas as well, so we create a strong bonding among the women and impart life skills training to all the women those who need, because we feel that life skill is more important than any other aspect. So we train, we organize seminar, organize workshop, we talk to them, we educate them about the life skills.
Okay, okay. So it's about like empowering them by giving certain kind of skills, right?
Yes, yes.
This is
Yes.
really amazing. So like I would love to know like what is your concept of women empowerment? Because people have their own, this thing. So was wondering what is your concept of women empowerment?
Uh, I think women empowerment, I would say, is an idea of promoting and giving an opportunity to all the women to have their self-worth. It gives an opportunity to all the women to express themselves freely and to have their presence felt in the society. They should have a say in all the matters in the society, and their works should not just only be appreciated, it should be acknowledged and appreciated. So, women empowerment means giving equal opportunities to all the women and just letting them explore the possibilities, because I think women, a woman, she works like 24 into 7, and in today's time a woman is taking care of the housework and the office as well, and she's just doing brilliantly, right? So women empowerment, I feel no woman should be degraded, demotivated, or should feel harassed or mentally harassed in any way, mentally or physically harassed. And she should have that freedom, and she should have that opportunity where she can just explore the opportunities, where she can just have that feeling of self-worth.
Yes.
That's the idea of women empowerment.
Yes, and I totally agree to that, because even I believe that women, what right now they are lacking is lack of opportunities, because they are so capable of, taking care of family as well as, this work. They have this amazing capacity. Yeah, go ahead.
Women are multitasker. I mean, they're doing brilliantly in every field. Wherever they go, they just nail it. They do it with all the efforts, and they just give the best shots everywhere they go. But unfortunately, they don't get the credit, and they're least appreciated and acknowledged, I think. I mean, even if we look at housewives also, they're working just 24 into 7, but hardly do we see that any acknowledgement for them. And nowadays, in today's time, they are just working shoulder to shoulder with men also. So I think they should at least, I think they should at least have that sense and idea of self-worth. They are valuable, they should be respected, they should be valued, and they should be acknowledged.
Yes, perfectly said. Like, I very much agree with these things that, women, what they need right now is what they need right now is, that respect and support. Like, for whatever work they are doing, they should be appreciated for that. That's it. And secondly, opportunities. Yes, definitely opportunities. Because even I think when women, they get married, they just, somehow they have their priorities change, but still they want to go back to work. And it's only about priorities, not priorities, like opportunities. If they get the right, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think like it's a story of every house nowadays. Yes. Like you rightly said that women, once they get married, I mean, all the doors suddenly they shut down.
Yes.
Right. Yes. And so I don't know, and also once they start shouldering the responsibility or taking care of family and then the kids, and they just forget about themselves. I mean, they don't even realize that they do exist in the world. They get so exhausted to the extent that they forget completely they do have their dreams once they used to have dreams. So they completely forget it. So I think that feeling among women should not die out, because it happened with me also. Like when I got married, I'm married to a very beautiful family, very supportive family. But I don't know, it happens. Like once you start taking care of family, and then you have your kids also, you start taking care of kids as well. And then you forget about yourself completely. So I don't know, but I kept that spark alive in me. I didn't let it go down completely. I kept it like kindled by reading motivational books, listening to motivational speakers, and that flame was somewhere alive in me. And gradually, I got an opportunity with the support of my family. And now I am here achieving like all my dreams one by one, and still working a lot, learning, and very curious to learn more things in my life.
Yes, definitely. It's great that you got all the support and everything that you needed. And this is what, like, women empowerment for me also, it's all about like getting supported. And, you should be allowed to do what you want to do. Because in India, this is a question that you will be allowed or not. Because, women have this kind of restrictions even now.
You need to be firm in your decision first to at least give the message to the people around that you really want to do something and you deserve it and you're capable of doing it. So if you are determined, if you work on your mind, I mean, the surroundings will start working for you. It didn't happen like all of a sudden. I worked on it, right? So many women, like I believe many women would be going through the same phase I had gone through. So nothing just happens all of a sudden. It took time. It took time to settle down, to get out of the mess, to think about my dreams, and to start working on them. And once you are determined, I believe once you are firm about it, gradually things will start moving the way you want them to. Just be firm, be patient, give time, and be sincere in your efforts, I think.
Yes, yes, very rightly said. So, like, let's move on to your next endeavor. That's a coach and author. Like, how did it all happen before moving to English Street? I just want people to know that she's also a coach and she's an author also. So, how did all that happen, Tushar?
Yes, it was like to to be an author is my like, I think is my childhood dream. Yes, I've always dreamt of being a writer. I don't know. I was always fascinated by writers, and I used to read books, right? But never did I find any opportunity to actually write a book. I felt fascinated whenever I met a writer, whenever I read something. So I was like, I can be. I don't know. It was somewhere in me that I would be a writer someday. I would be an author someday. And so suddenly, like by the grace of God, uh, लिखने का शौक मुझे था ही. So I used to write. I had written down few poems also. Those are not published, and I kept writing. That was there, but I never got it published. So in my life, like then I got an opportunity when um, I had been asked to write something, and I had the content. I knew I had written a lot. So I did it. It was on Power of Mind. My book name is Cut the Crap. And specifically, I've written on Power of Mind because I do believe a lot in power of mind. Once you are determined, once you control your mind, you can control your life. So I think that's very beautiful concept. I had studied about and I had written, and through my experiences also, I've noted once you control your mind and once you're firm and like determined, then you can achieve anything. It takes time, just a matter of time. It takes time, but you will achieve it. And being a coach is like in her life. I think everybody learns in his or her life experiences, and everybody tries to counsel others. So I mean, we do it, everybody does it. But I never thought of taking it as a profession until I met Arfin Khan's platform. So I'm a Arfin Khan certified coach now, and it's such a beautiful tool because you have to work on yourself first. So I worked on myself first so that I am able to transform others and to touch people's life in no matter how small or how big, how minutely or how massively you have impacted life. Even if you have made a small difference in someone's life, I think that's a big impact that you're making uh, in humanity as a large, I think.
Yes, definitely. Like, that's the best part of being coach. This is what I also feel. So
Yes, we
let's
get an opportunity, yes.
Yeah. So let's now talk about English because you are English Street. So you are MD and co-founder. So how did that thing happen? What it is all about and yeah.
Aha. English Street is my brainchild. Yes, yes. English since for past 15 to 17 years, I have been teaching English, training aspirants who wish to go abroad. I started my career as a communication lecturer, and then I moved to media. I worked as a news editor, and I used to work for British High Commission and Australia High Commission as a news editor. And I had worked in a documentary as well, Toxic Valley. That's a movie which has covered the story about the impact, health hazards of pesticides. So I've worked in that also. And so this is all absolutely related to English. Uh, Now I used to work here and there, and then I thought, why shouldn't I have something of my own? I should have my own institute, my own enterprise, and I think I am capable to lead it. Like it's since after working for 15 to 17 years, then I sort of like giving it a shape finally. And the English Street is the result of my dedication and my hard work and my experience. So I run an academy with the name The English Street. We impart training to candidates who wish to go abroad on study basis, work basis, PR. We also provide lessons or courses for personality development, public speaking, And this is also my areas of work in English Street.
Okay, so for people like who are here and who are interested in knowing more about it, and so just tell us like some success stories so that people know how what kind of results exactly it gives, because it'll exactly, yeah, if you
Yes.
can share, yeah, any particular, like if you remember.
We have candidates, we have students who come to us for getting training for IELTS examination, and they just do it, come out with flying colors, and they are settled abroad, earning handsome. And some of the candidates, they are studying there. So whosoever comes here to fulfill their dreams with the big dreams, I make an effort that I do my job brilliantly and with honesty. And yes, so we have success stories of many candidates now. Like it's been like long journey now. So they are settled and they are just doing brilliantly in their life.
Okay, perfect. So now like this is a personal thing, because I follow you and I see that you, I feel like, at least this is my view, that I feel like your kids are growing in a wonderful, wonderful environment. I just see them like growing, flourishing on their own, like not being, bossed around. Somewhere I just feel like it's the best way to bring kids up. They are very, very young, and this is the best time when whatever you want to tell them or get feed it in their mind, you can do that. This is a parent's opportunity, actually. So I would like to if you can share some parenting tips around that, that will be very helpful.
I feel so blessed to have like such kids. It's just so simple. I think I just engage them in everything and anything that I do. Like it's since the time they were so young, I used to engage them. Like whatever I do, if I'm doing gardening, they would be there. If I'm in the kitchen, they would be there. I mean, I've seen parents, they create panic, or they would do, no, 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 don't do this, no, don't do this. I've never ever done that. And people have commented me, and they have like, hey, she's such a careless mother. She doesn't just bother about kids, because I let them grow. I let them do whatever they want to do. And this is the result of all this. Like even if I meditate, they would be there along with me. Even I worship, they would be there. If I go cycling, they would go along. If I'm going for a walk, they would be there. If I'm doing yoga, they would be there. If I'm making chapatis, they would be there. So whatever I do, and they are there with me. It's so simple for me. I think like you should let them do. I just let them do whatever they want. I just let them do. This is what I do. And I am, yes, I think because the way the kind of a person that I am, they are just imbibing those qualities from like their surroundings. So whatever they observe in me, I think they follow, they imbibe that. I don't restrict them. I just give them free wings to fly. I think this is what I believe, because every child is so curious to learn and wants to do everything. Like my kids, every kid is like this. uh, मुझे लगता है पेरेंट्स कहीं restrict करते हैं ना जब वहां पे आई थिंक कहीं कहीं पे discipline करना is okay, but if they want to explore life and the things, let them do, just observe them. Don't feel panic, गिरेगा, चोट लग जाएगी, ये होगा वो होगा. No, I don't stop them. I don't stop my daughter, my son for climbing the tree. They do it. I don't stop them to take the swings even when they were young, like 2 to 3 years maybe. I used to allow them. So they're okay. So my daughter is like, she's a state level champion, a skating champion. And my son, he's a great footballer. So he's learning, and he's learning good skills. Yes, they're doing good. I don't I don't run after them for studies, honestly, but I just make sure that they do study. I don't want to stand first. This is not my criteria. I just want them to enjoy life fully in all aspects. Academics, just academics is not important for me. So it's okay. I mean, to the extent that I wanted them to be a part of homeschooling. But because I think I won't be able to do justice to it, so I didn't put them into homeschooling, because I think for me it would be difficult to handle or to justify it. But I would have loved otherwise the concept of homeschooling, not sending kids to school. I don't agree to that, but I have to send it. So for that, I need to be more, I think, capable and equipped to justify if I put them for homeschooling or if I choose to homeschool my kids. So
Okay.
just let them let a child do
So
anything.
yes,
Just
your
observe.
parenting. Yeah, if I can summarize your conversation, it would be like your best parenting tip would be let them be whatever they want to be, like who they are, they'll discover by themselves. And instead of telling them to do something, just being an example for them. Like whatever that you do, kids are
Yeah,
somebody who are going to just copy you, definitely.
copy you. I
And if
remember Sadhguru's statement because I follow him. He says is your kids have come into this world through you. That doesn't mean you own them.
yes, yes.
They have a separate identity, right? So let them grow. Let them enjoy the life to the full.
Yes, that is so true. And I believe that's what you are doing. So for people who want to,
Right.
like, this is the best parenting tip is that let them be who they are and they already know, like, whatever they are destined to become, they already know. You are just vehicle
Just observe.
for them. Yeah.
Be around, observe them, but let them
Yes.
go. Let them grow.
Yes.
Give them wings to fly.
Yes. Yes. So that's wonderful. So I was wondering, what is your philosophy of life then? Because I'm very sure it would be something different. So, what is your philosophy of
Uh,
life?
I I don't think I have any philosophy. I just enjoy whatever I do. I have a firm faith in one thing, that everything that happens in your life happens for a reason. So whatever, be it good or be it bad, it has happened in your life for a reason, to give you a lesson. If it's an adversity, it will teach you something. It will let you grow, become more wiser. And if it's something good, you're going to be prosperous. Otherwise, you're going to enjoy it fully, completely. So no matter what happens in your life, make sure it has happened for a reason, to teach you something and to let you grow. Because you don't know in future, any incident, be it minute or be it a big one, it will lead to something in the future. So just observe it, just enjoy that moment, just try to learn everything from your life. And I think every adversity gives you an opportunity to grow, and every good thing otherwise takes you to another level of happiness.
Yes, definitely. Because it's a straight philosophy, then, like, accept life as it is coming, and whatever it has to offer you, it's for your own benefit. Whether it's good, it's coming in the face of
It
happiness,
has
or
a reason.
coming with the face of sadness. Definitely, there's a gift wrapped, either a learning
Yes.
or something to grow. That's a wonderful, wonderful philosophy. So, Tushar, just at the end, I would like to ask, would you like to advise something to our listeners and just tell us about English Street, like people who are interested in joining it? So just sum
I
up.
I am not capable enough to advise anyone. No advices, no suggestion, nothing. Just enjoy
Like
life.
a message.
English Street, English Street, I would say, is a platform that gives you an opportunity to learn, enhance your skill, English speaking skill, and to the aspirants, the students who wish to go abroad, who wants to write IELTS examination or PTE or TOEFL examination. So we train the candidates, and yes, so we just offer our best educational services to all the candidates and to all the aspirants.
Okay. So Tisha, it was wonderful, wonderful conversation. And for people who are interested, I will share the link and her phone number so you can contact if you are interested in being a part of that. So Tushar, thank you so much for being here, and for all of us, it was amazing. Like It was a great conversation, and I'm sure people have got something
Thank you so much, Sushma. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be here. I completely, thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed, and I am your fan. I follow you, right? So thank you, and I wish you good luck in all the endeavors that you do in your life.
Thank you so much, dear, and all the best to you too. So bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.